Somebody is staying awake at night thinking of you. I'm channeling somebody who is up at 1 a.m. tossing and turning. I'm seeing somebody who kind of wishes that they had a time machine. I'm seeing this person thinking about words that were said, things that were done, specific behaviors, and I'm seeing this person wishing they could just go back into time and change things. Someone has gotten some sort of emotional clarity about you. Now, this could be somebody who's been kind of juggling in their feelings about you for a while now, meaning this is somebody who's been a bit unsure of how they feel, or at least maybe trying to push aside how they feel for a little while. And right now, I'm seeing this person kind of sitting in your absence. Maybe you and this person are not in communication right now, but I'm seeing this person reflecting. I'm seeing them sitting in your energy. I'm seeing them meditating, thinking. However, I'm not seeing any sort of action coming forward from this person. I'm not seeing them reaching out to you or doing anything about the way that they are feeling. So I'm going to pull out a couple more cards for you. So we have the Lovers as well as the Magician. There is a very intense connection that this person feels towards you, and you feel it too with the Lovers. This is something that feels like a spiritual kind of connection. This is definitely not just a typical connection or surface level kind of connection. This feels like a soulmate connection that you have with this person. And they feel it just as much as you do. I feel like you have been getting signs and synchronicities about this person. When it comes to signs, something that could be significant is you may be seeing pink cars. You may as well be seeing roses. Roses could be very significant here. Now, with the Magician, I feel like this person has been getting a lot of messages towards you too, as well. I feel like maybe you have been trying to manifest this person, pull this person back into your life. Maybe you have been doing some sort of spiritual work towards this person, but I don't get this energy of this person moving forward. With the Four of Wands, I'm seeing argument. I'm seeing confliction. And feeling in their energy, I feel like a lot of these conflictions, these arguments, or at least some of them may have been about commitment. So I feel like you on your end, maybe you're wanting more commitment from this person. You're asking for commitments from this person. I'm hearing maybe you wanting exclusivity from this person, if I'm saying that right. But they're not giving it to you. There's poor communication here. They're not communicating with you. They're not setting in stone what they want. And honestly, it feels as if this person does not even know what they want. But on your end, I feel like the Four of Wands is really significant for you as well, because on your end, it leaves you guessing. It leaves you filling in gaps, filling in spaces, trying to guess what's on their mind, what they're feeling. And you can't do that. You're usually not the type of person to do that. You usually would not put up with this from anybody. And I feel like you're the type of person, you have other options. You have other people who want you. You have other people who are willing to be in a relationship with you. Maybe you have DMs, people trying to go on dates with you, so on and so forth. But for some reason, you only want this person. You don't want anybody else. You only feel connected to them. Now, with the King of Pentacles we're seeing in reverse, this is someone who's very stubborn. And the way they feel for you feels a bit obsessive. It's feeling like you're always popping up in their mind, whether they can control it or not. And this feels like the type of person that's very authoritative, meaning this is someone who always feels like they're right. They always never feel like they're in the wrong. They never admit when things are right or wrong. When it comes to fighting, arguing with them, it's always a tit for tat with this person. They're never admitting their wrongs. They're never validating your feelings. It just feels as if they're the type of person to say they're sorry you feel that way, rather than actually admit that they're the one making you feel that way. And I feel like eventually you became tired of this. So I feel like you pulled back. You may have called things off with this person. And if it's not so much as you calling things off with this person, maybe you stopped communicating with them as much. You stopped calling, texting. It feels like you've been trying to set boundary for a very long time with this person. And they're not giving in. They're not respecting it. But that's where the Four of Cups comes back into play. This person is literally sitting in regret right now. Okay. They're sitting in regret. They're feeling their decisions. They're feeling how wrong they really were, and they really still are. But they're not doing anything about it. They're not moving forward. I feel like this person may be trying to contemplate, strategize. I'm seeing this person going very back and forth in their head. They're thinking, well, maybe I should reach out. Maybe I should make things right. Maybe I should make things better. But then that is where the King of Pentacles comes back into play. Their pride, their ego, and that authority comes back into place. They don't want to let go of their pride. They don't want to let go of their ego. They don't want to let you back in. This is someone who doesn't want to be taken advantage of. They don't want to be controlled. And they have very strong feelings for you. I know I already said that, but I'm going to say it again because it's very significant in this reading. Those feelings that they have for you triggers this. It triggers that stubbornness in their energy. Those thoughts they're having about you, it triggers it. And that's what makes them pull away from you. That's what makes them act like this. They want to pull out a couple more cards for an outcome, now that we know what's on their mind. I want an outcome here. Now, this is somebody who's very jealous. They're very, very jealous, and they don't want to see you with anybody else. Again, Four of Pentacles, we're seeing it in reverse. This is somebody who is, I dropped my card. They're jealous, and they're possessive, okay? They feel as if they have kind of an own over you. However, this is where it kind of goes back to that conflict, because you're asking them for exclusivity. They want that and they expect it from you, but they're not giving it to you back. Okay, and with the Six of Swords in reverse, this person is reaching out. They're finally reaching out to you. Now, this person is trying to move on, but I want you to know that it is not working for them whatsoever. They're trying to, and it's not working. This is where their pride and their ego really comes into play, because they're trying to appear strong. They're trying to appear like they have it all together, and they don't want to show you that they still care. Their heart, their emotions are pulling them towards you, and it's like they're kind of trapped in a loop right now, because they want to reach out. They want to come back. They want to respect your boundaries. They want to give you what you deserve. But then their pride tells them that they shouldn't. And that's when they have that fear. So this person, even though on the outside it looks like they're unbothered, they're not unbothered whatsoever. And eventually I do feel like this person will return to you. And this is why they're staying up awake all night, because they're trying to suppress how they feel for you. They're trying to run from it. They're trying to hide it. But this person, I'll tell you something, will always come back to you. They'll always return to you. The more that they're trying not to think of you, the more that they are. And I know that could sound a bit cliche, but that's what this person is feeling right now. And I do feel like there will be some kind of return. This person is not going to be able to keep this up any longer. But your decision to make here is whether you think this person is right for you and whether you feel aligned with this person or not. Because just because this person does care, they do want to be with you, whether they like it or not, that doesn't always necessarily mean that there's going to be change. If you've gotten this far, chances are maybe this reading is resonating with you. If it does, which I hope that it did, I would love for you to save this video, comment below, and let me know when my predictions happen. And if they do, another thing is if you want to go a little bit more in depth on this connection, find out what's happening here, if they're going to change, if you should move on, I would love for you to click on my description and reach out to me for a one-on-one reading.